Morning, everyone. Hope you had a nice hot weekend. We love the heat. We love it, love it, love it. So, just waiting for a few others to join. Then we'll get cracking. A few things to share, a few things to talk about. And obviously, your questions, please ping them in. Let me know how you're going. If there's background music, it's not hey, mood music. It's people working out there. Sure. Have a quick look here. Get ready while everyone's coming on. Wow, we've got a lot of people today. You love the learning. Okay, so let's look here. Oh, bugger. Please don't tell me that. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. We're fine. Okay, so ping your questions in. Morning, everyone. Morning. Good to see everyone out there. We're hammering it. Right, so we will. Well, I'm just going to give a quick rundown because there has been people saying, Ash, yeah, you're mentoring us, but what are you doing? So I'm going to let you know what I'm doing. The reason that I'm constantly on hyper mode, although weekends. So on weekends, I value my time with my family, right? And friends, etc. And if I don't reply to you on weekends, it's because I don't want to reply because I'm doing my stuff. If I do reply to you, it's because my kids are maybe have gone to bed and my wife's doing something else or whatever, and I can reply, but don't expect to reply on a weekend. Please don't expect to reply after 6 o'clock at night either, or on a Friday, pretty much after 3 o'clock, because I pick my kids up and we go and do cricket and all sorts of stuff and gymnastics, and it's real family time. So Friday, sort of after 3 o'clock, you might not get an answer, and before 9 o'clock. 9:30 really, because again, that's family time, doing my bits. So, and now I'll explain why I need that time and why I'm doing what I do. So let me just cover that for you. This is not to justify my time, it's just so that you can see what you need to build up to and to be doing. Morning Jack, morning Jilly, morning Danny, morning Tim, Timbo, morning Sam, morning Paul, and the others, Arlene, etc., Jack, everyone, everyone. Cool. So I'm going to share my screen and we will entire screen. Come on. That's it. And please tell me that you can see my screen, and then I can tell you who you can see on there. First and foremost, congratulations to Tim and Helen, married on Saturday. Awesome stuff. I still remember that day that we met up. What was it, 2.5 years ago, Tim? 2.5 years ago. It was about 2.5 years ago, around about there. And I think you have 18, but I know you've been out there because my people on the ground tell me Tim's out there. Tim's been in, especially in Windsor. Tim's been in and about, out and about, in and here, out there, getting deals, etc. So Tim is super consistent, super consistent. Well done, mate. Good. So again, everyone, 2 years. Everyone, join me in saying congratulations to Tim and Helen. I couldn't imagine a better couple. Awesome kids and awesome guy. Well done, Tim. A lot of respect for you, buddy. Well done. So, what is Ashley Banfield doing? Wow, sitting on his ass doing absolutely FA. Okay, where do I start? So this is apart from everything else. The pub is going well. This is the interior design paint chart, if you like. And hey, we went with ash white and all the different colours that the interior design Faye that's done for Jimmy and myself. And I can tell you this, that I could not be doing what I'm doing now and do the pub as well if it were just me. It is a complete impossibility. Now, I don't, people say, oh, it's impossible until it's done. This is impossible. Impossible. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you cannot work on something and other things. It is an impossibility because it is down to basically physicality, time, and that type of thing. So I just want to say a big thank you to Jimmy London, because Jimmy is driving and handling most of this. When I say most, I would say 95%. 95%. So hats off to you, Jimmy. Awesome stuff, mate. Awesome stuff. And you can see the colours there that we're choosing. It is a very old building. We're trying to choose colours that won't, not me, but the interior designer, that won't age and those type of things. It'll just be quite classic, but again, putting a bit of boldness in there as well, as in you can see there on the next pick. So, oldie worldy rugs on, and there's 3 floors of apartments in the hotel part. This is the hotel part of the pub. Forget the rest. I mean, most people would struggle just putting the hotel bit together, these 10 rooms. All the organisation, all the stuff that's had to go into it, even down to the picking of art. And this is why you've got to leverage other people, because even Jimmy, he's doing most of the work, but he's leveraging, and, we're paying them, but we're leveraging other people's expertise, in this case, an interior designer. We do what we say, and, you've got to work smart, really smart in property and any business, but especially in property, so that then, instead of doing one project, you can do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, some bold walls. That's currently what it looks like, and then that's what it's going to turn into, if you like. So it's actually beyond that now, because those pics were taken 2 weeks ago by the interior design, maybe 3 weeks ago. So even the windows there, you can see are a bit ragged. They've now been replaced. Got new windows in. All the flooring, the ensuite there, where you can see the pinky, purpley, green bits there. That's all now complete. So we're just making progress payments as we go along. Stage payments, obviously all the wallpaper and stuff, all that's coming off. Some of it's not coming off. We're just going to paint over it just to save on labour. And, if it's a smooth finish, that's fine. Those doors sitting there are fire doors. And there you go. There's the dog doesn't come included with it. I don't think so. I need to maybe have a chat with Jimmy there. But you can see the hallway, the far right picture there, how we're painting the door frames and that type of thing. It's a very, very massive, huge building. We just want to bring it down a little bit. And by using those colours, apparently that's what it does. And we're using large single beds that will also zip link, because we know that in the area there's going to be a lot of contractors in the area, because the area, as you know, is under massive regeneration. So that's what's going to happen there. The couch will be a sofa bed in some of the rooms. Some of the rooms, we're not going to do that. So each level is going to be slightly different. And we're going to have security up there. We're going to proper automated gate and entry and codes. The code will change basically as their checkout time comes, so they won't be able to get back into their room. They will need to call us should they need to get back in. So it's going to be very, very secure as well, so that we can manage this completely automated without being there. And these new lock systems that we've got, that Jimmy again has also acquired, means that the code changes every time. So it's going to be good. And, don't forget, this is still a pub in North London. So we don't want to be, over the top, if you like, because of the type of clientele that are going to be staying there. And you may think, yeah, it looks masculine in a way, but that's predominantly what's going to be staying there. And it is above a pub. So that's what we're kind of going with there. The interior designer, they know what they're doing. They've done a great job. Jimmy's at a pub and he's always full. Okay, so that was the pub project. That's one thing, right? And this pub, and that's just the hotel part of it. Downstairs, again, is the pub area that holds 350, 400 people, within the license. So it's 350, sorry, there's 350 in the pub area. And then as you walk through the corridor, there's another separate building that we've got. Should have got your photos, but you'll be getting them soon. Of, if you like, a conference room or a private hire room, which again holds 80 people. And we're going to rent that out as hire. We're also going to run some courses from there. So what we're going to have to do is go to. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a course there for you guys. And we're going to give you a tour of everything once it's all finished and tell you what we did. Jimmy predominantly will be doing that because he knows what's laying under all the new skin, as I call it. He knows what happened to the old skin. The builders, there might be, we might get Mick to show us around. I'm not sure if Mick will do it, but we'll see. So he can tell you exactly what happened. Plumbing, electricals, it's complete rewire. Most of it's replumbed. What else? So yeah, all the drywall's going in the because it's all face brick in the conference room, if you like, or the private room. So we're getting screens put up in there. We're getting all wall lighting and down lighting in there. And obviously chairs have got to go in. There's also going to be a bar in there because it'll be a private room. We've had to put a disabled toilet in there as well as a normal toilet. So, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Obviously, there's a big schedule of works that Jimmy's handling. So it's a massive, massive project. And like I say, I couldn't do it on my own. And in fact, I would never have taken this project on my own because I know very little about pubs. I know a lot about the stuff upstairs, but again, Jimmy's handling all that with the interior design. Good. This is another project. It's a 4-bed house in Warrington, in Peterborough, that we own. We bought it for 106 a few years back. It's worth 100 more now. It's worth double that. The tenant who's been in there for many years has now moved out, and she's gone in. She's an elderly lady. She's gone into like a care home type of thing, but it's one of those where you can come and go. I don't know what they call it, but it's not actually a care home as such. But it's on an estate where they look after old people and that type of stuff. So she's now vacated. So I've got to get on to Leon, who is the head of my local building team, and got all of the local guys here. That's in Peterborough, in Warrington. So need to get that. We're taking possession back today. So we've got the property that moved out there. So that happens today. Leon will go in this week. I'll tell him, look, I want to do that. And there we go. And then he'll get that done. So that would be finished, what are we now? July 1st. Welcome to July. That will be finished, I would say, mid-August. Mid-August we'll get that done. So that's new kitchen it will need, whole paint throughout, new carpets throughout. There may be some new tiling that we need to do. The bathrooms are going to get done as well. So yeah, we should have that done in about 6 weeks. Some of you be going, but that's quick. No, not once you got the crew in. Leon gets them in, and he just manages a whole lot. I will not even go to that property until it's finished. This is the trust I have in Leon and the crew. The guys I had to do the one in Norfolk, I went there once every couple of weeks. It's just to pay money. That was all it's for. So no, it's not an HMO, mate. It's just a buy to let. However, it may be something that we look at down the track. We keep this house. We're not selling it. I don't tend to sell properties. We're keeping it because if you sell it, there's going to be capital gains. You can limit it because 2 people in there, but there's still going to be tax to pay. And then if you buy another property, you got to put deposit in and all that sort of stuff. And then there's legal. So we just keep it and then take money from it, remortgage, and then leverage the money. I like to keep 50% in there. So that's where we're at the moment. So we won't be leveraging that for a bit. So good. That's that one. But again, it's a project that I'll get a team in and to go in. And there's a lot of people out there. Now, even one of my business partners says, you've got to have your hands on it. You've got to have this, you've got to have that. Bullshit. You don't. You tell them what you want to exactly, cross the T's, dot the I's, and then you go through it at the end. Right. That's what it was. This is what it should be. Done. That's what it was. This is what it should be. Take your photos. That's what it should be. Yes, done. Oh, hang on a minute. What's this crack coming down the side at the back of the tile? Ash, don't worry. We've already highlighted that on my list. Okay, well, let's go through and then you highlight your list in each room. Bang. Okay, we're fixing that. When's it getting fixed? We're doing it this afternoon. Boom, boom, boom. Kitchen's in. Yeah, everything lined up. All nice and smooth. Got the good fitter. Fantastic. Well done. Everything worked. Yeah, everything works. Done. Do the test. And then you rent it out again. Rent on that property is about $1,400 a month, and the mortgage is £106 a month, £108 a month, because it's on interest only, and it's a mortgage that we got back years ago through Mortgage Express, but it's via Barclays Bank, and so it's good profit, right? Nice. So that's another project that's coming on, or now happening. That's my wife there, the taller one. That's one of her nurseries. We are now buying that property. So that's another. That's not hard to do, because again, you just get a piece of paper, write down what you want, the price, and that type of thing. Get all your details done. Give it to your solicitor, and we've already worked out with the owner of the building anyway what we want to do. Give it to the solicitor, and the solicitor goes to their solicitor, boom, 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 boom. And then we agree a deal, so that should be done within the next, I'd say, couple of months, because it's quite a big commercial building. It's an old building, and so that's another one. So we're going to own that building for the nursery. Good. What else? And mentoring. Helping you guys achieve cash flow, financial freedom. Many of you now have this. We talk about Tim, etc. Many of you are now at this stage. So well done. Some of you it's taken a year. Some of you it's taken 2. Some of you it's taken 3. Some of you it's taken 4. Hasn't taken you 4 years to get your first deal. What I'm saying is you've been doing this 4 years. You've got, some of you have got 25, 30 deals. So, and Tim still comes onto here, and he's pushing towards 20 deals. So awesome stuff. And you work out an average £1,000 a month for each property. I know his Windsor and Oxford probably generates a lot more than that over the summer. Average amount. Let's just say it's a 20 grand business. Nice, huh? Good. Some of you are now ready for the next phase. And what does the next phase entail? It entails, so I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because you need to get to the next phase, and I want to do it. I want to help you guys get to not just financial freedom. I want you to be talking to me in a year about deals and things going on that I've just showed you, and Jack is looking around now at different pubs in different areas, and they've got to be really. I won't look at a deal with you if it's a pub sitting in the back of the bloody village somewhere, with half a dozen old boys propping a bar up on a Friday or Saturday night, the busiest times. It's got to be something that's driven by what's going on in the area, and whatever that is in the area, it's got to last at least 10 to 15 years going forward. This is longevity, long business. And also, you need to create this long-term wealth and capital growth. And you can only do that when you actually control or own a property. And you can't do that with rent to rent. So what you'll need to do is, with the properties that you do have, and I know, Tim, you sent me something. I need to have a look at that, the one in Windsor, or is there 2? Just let me know, because I'm interested in those deals, those apartments, if we can get those. But we need to have a proper chat with that. We can meet up or have a phone call, and then meet the vendor, because I know she's ready to sell, and see what creative ways we can do that. Because she may be looking for a straight out purchase, or she may be happy with a rent to buy over the next 3 to 5 years or something like that. And then we work out how much money we've got to put in from the cash flow, to actually build up the deposit in an escrow agreement. Don't worry about that right now. Something the solicitors put together in an escrow agreement. So once we hit that and that triggers, we can then say, right, we'll take the property. So let's look at that. And in that way, we can get, a property or two in Windsor in the next 3 to 5 years. And it's all paid for from the cash flow of the same property. So let's look at that. And in that time, knowing in Windsor, that property would have probably gone up by $250,000 as well. Good. And I'm happy to invest with you guys. We've got the course coming up. I think it's now in September. It was going to be the end of August, but it was clashing with my other course. So it's going to be the first week in September. And some of you are saying, what's the date now? So let me just find it for you. Okay. It is on the 7th, Saturday, September 7th is the date for that now. And it will be all around rent to buy and how you need to get into and how you can, not even just the properties that you're renting now, but other properties out there so that we can start targeting within your areas. But that will be for the people who, have your cash flow, you're financially free, now you're ready to go to the next one. Good. So I'm happy to invest. What do I like? I like stuff that's in an area that is sought after. And I know these deals are going to be harder to find, but trust me, you can find them. I don't want areas like, anywhere in the north, Liverpool. Manchester I'll look at. Liverpool, no. Birmingham, no, not for me. Manchester, yes. I'll look at places like York. I'll look at Bath. I'll look at Windsor. I'll look at Oxford. I'll look at Cambridge. Places like in Norwich, Ipswich. Norwich maybe, Ipswich no. Places in Essex like let's say Chelmsford, not Colchester, Chelmsford I'll look at. Certain areas of London, like as in North London, where. So yeah, all of those sort of things. So let me know. Why not Birmingham? Because it's just super saturated with apartments right now. And I want stuff where I'm going to make money. But why put your money in? So if you had $100,000, you could put your money here or you can put your money there. They're going to make money. They're going to make lots of money. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hey, I'm happy to be wrong if that's the case. What don't I like? Places that are saturated like that. Yeah, I like stuff that's coming up, that's being redeveloped or super expanding, such as your Oxford, your Cambridge, and all those sort of places. And up where I am in Stanford, just on the outskirts, is planning for 115 houses to be built, joining up sort of towns, east on the hill, and those sort of things. So I like all of those sort of areas, so we can look at that. What we'll teach you on the rent to buy course as well is not just taking apartments or taking houses, also looking at land and that type of thing for future development. Right, stuff that you can get your teeth into is quite simplistic. I find that people are very good at complicating shit that's very, very simple. If you think about it, if you think something is hard, then it's always going to be hard. But if you're resourceful and use other people, for me, right? Say, Ash, if I didn't know Jimmy, Ash, do you want to do a pub deal with me? No, thanks. Why not? Because I know nothing about it. Well, okay, I know about it. I've been running them for 25 years. I know what to do. I'm going to do. You know what? That sounds good. Let's do it. Because you've got to get to the stage where you can build up a surplus of money or disposable income that you then invest in other people's projects, which means that you can grow from other people's knowledge and expertise. You're leveraging that as well. You put in some money, you get a return. And it's, for me, the pub, Jimmy sent me something, there's some hotel some hotel like party thing we've got to go to. So, he says, let's go and have some fun. Yeah, why not? So I don't know what I'm going to have to do to run the pub in the future. My guess is nothing, because we have a team as well. Cedric's leading the team, who again has been in pubs for 20 years. He's worked with with Jimmy before, so he's going to be running it with his team. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, actually. I'm going to have to find something to do. Maybe create parties. Who knows? And we've got the events business. So we've got the property business there. Sorry, we've got the hotel business. And then we've got the events business downstairs. So Jimmy's coming up with all these mad events, and they're superb stuff that, I need to spend more time with Jimmy and give him a lot more thanks. Good. All right. So what else am I doing? That's it. That is it. That's what I'm up to at the moment. And bringing up 2 wonderful children as well, which is probably the busiest part of what I do. Good. Right. There's a couple of other things that I'm doing as well, like my wife now has me on the trail of buying a new family home. So we're looking at buying a new family home in the area. And she's put this little drop into the ocean that says, why don't we get something that we can, a blank canvas, whole building, and maybe we'll extend it. I'm like, oh my Lord. So I've said, yes, darling, whatever you need to do, that's fine. However, it's your project. Your project. So again, we'll get the house that we want, and I'll just say, yeah, I want this, I want that. For me, right, my wife is particular on what she wants. Go for it. You get what you want, my dear. For me, if you put a tent in the backyard, I can live in a tent. That's the way I am. I don't need all the fancy luxuries and all this and that and blah, blah, blah. So I'm happy for her to go along that. So that is another project. A lot of people think, oh, that's a project on its own, but I don't know. Not really. I don't think so. We'll move there. We've got other things to do. And who knows? There might have been another business opportunity that comes up, and opportunities that I want you guys to bring to me as well, that I'm happy to invest in. I won't be looking at that until properly investing, probably in September, which works out well. So do the course, and then I'll look at investing in those projects. However, Tim, the one that you're talking about, happy to get started on that straight away. Yes, my husband started saying, happy wife, happy life. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Right, good. So let's go through some of the questions that we have here. Assisted living compound. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is for the tenant. I don't know if it's a compound, but it sounds a bit like jail-y. Okay, let's have a look here. Yes, mate. Yes, Jack. We'll get a day booked in for seeing agents. Do students in London that have more than one SA, do they register for council tax with their names? Any issues registering for council tax for more than one property on the same? Okay, so in London, personally, I would just go with the council tax, because if you start registering a business and it's called Sam's Apartments or Sam Short Lets, they're going to start to think, okay, what are you doing here? And as you know, unless you have C1 in the whole entire, all of the boroughs in London, you shouldn't be operating. Jack, change of planning use, only the top bit, C1. Looks awesome, thank you. Hi, Lindsay. Say hello to James. Did you enjoy your holiday? Hope you enjoyed your well-earned holiday. Looked good. I saw a couple of pics, family pics, looking good. One at Birmingham, did that. Good. Yeah, Timbo, set up that meeting, please, mate. Let's get it in the diary. The 1st of July. Man, where did that come from? Okay. So is Farida. Farida, are you here, my dear? Farida. No. Okay, 4th. Then what have we got? So Drew, Thursday 11th. Jeff, Drew, we're in there, right? We're in. Yes, Jeff's here, sorry. There's so many on, I have to dip. Good. And then, okay, that's fine. And guys, just so you know, I am on holiday from, mark this in your diary, from the 19th of July, which is a Friday, until the 31st. Yeah, the 31st of July, which is a Wednesday. So back, if you like, Thursday, the 1st of August, hitting the town. And then there's a bank holiday after that. And then we're back on board. So, and during that time, I will not do a webinar on, I might do one on the 29th, but I won't be doing one on the 22nd. Simply because, or the 23rd, not the Tuesday. It's my 10th wedding anniversary, and we are going back to where we got married. You'll remember that, Julie. And we're taking our kids. We didn't have kids then. So we are taking them back. And we're going to have a little ceremony and all that sort of stuff. So if I, some of you are saying, what does it look like? What does it look like? Let me show you. There's the castle, Castello di Modenella. And they have all their orchards and vineyards all around. And they have lots of villas. You can see it's all dirt tracks. It's all pretty much in the middle of nowhere, albeit about 20 kilometers, if we're talking kilometers, from Siena, and probably an hour's drive from Florence. So that's where we got married many years ago. Many of you stayed in these villas around here, and there's other villas up here and then further down as well. When I say many of you, you weren't there, but some of you who were here were actually at that wedding. So yeah, it's awesome. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Oh, look, actually, oh no, it's not me. I thought they had, and there's a little chapel in there. We're going to have a ceremony, very small. My parents are coming from Australia, so they're going to join us there. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. So that's where I'll be. That's what I'll be doing. So hence, I won't be able to, I would be absolutely executed if I were to be in Tuscany doing this. Okay, so here we are. And Dubai. There we go. So 2 of you just asked me where you can find the link for the course. Again, 2 for 1 as always. There you go. Good. All right. Okay. So more questions. Where can I find a training? Yeah, there it is. Wow, that's all. Thank you. Yes, what a wedding. It was a good wedding, wasn't it, Julie? Yes. We're not getting reviews despite 3 guests having been and gone. Well, okay, it's only 3. Is this affecting our future bookings? Are we using SABs? Yes, don't feel okay, you're not. Okay, so let me just find the email that I send out. And I'm pretty sure it's on the Dropbox, but I'll get it for you. Okay, so just bear with me while I quickly look for this. So it's an email, a checkout email, if you like, that you send out the day before. And it's kind of a reminder, that they need to check out at that time. So there you go. Should be there. So where you've got the star, etc., that's the code that you put in into TwoKey and any of your templates, and it will automatically bring up their name and exact spelling, so you got no mistakes. Blah 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 blah. Your checkout time. Your checkout time tomorrow is 11 a.m. Should you need anything for us, please let us know. In the meantime, safe travels tomorrow, and may we ask that you leave us a review, as these help us so much. That's a bit of an Americanism, help us so much. If you don't have Americans in there, don't do this so much. Anything less than a top mark from you will mean we have not provided you with the service you expected. As per our reviews, we do have a very high rating for many happy guests, and we'd like to add you to one of those two. Once again, safe travel, blah, blah, blah. So you're kind of saying, give us a review without begging for it, if you know what I mean. Good? Fabulous. What was the course date in September? And Stuart called as you were talking. Okay, sorry, Emily, right. If you look at the link just underneath, it will show you, and it is September the 7th, Saturday, September 7th. Good. What else do we have here? Good. Okay, so that. It doesn't always take 2 weeks, Trish. And by the way, on the emails that you send out, you don't want any of their branding on there, because it just puts too much of a business on those templates. So look, if they want to brand it and advertise, you don't want that. It should be from, you and Jack. I've got a message from Stuart Barnes. My due date. Haha. Some of you. Good luck, Stuart, mate. I know it's Emily, but yeah, it's good. No problem. So it might be a bit of a squeeze, pardon the pun, to get you there on the day. There will be another one 2 months afterwards in November. Good. Wow. How quickly does that come around? Due date, September 7th. Well done, Emily and Stuart. Good. All right. Any more questions, guys? Christine, I will call you around about 11:30. Arlene, sort of after that as well. I've got a meeting to go to straight after this. It might be closer to 12 o'clock. So Yeah, and Jack, you as well, and we'll get you back on, mate. Get you back into the because you're changing strategy, so we'll get you basically kickstart from day one. But yeah, so guys, that's if you want to call me, I've got calls to make, but if you want to call me, make it after sort of 1 p.m. this afternoon, so we can get cranking. Um, there are. Somebody said how many more mentees are you taking on? So there are 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. I'm not sure. Let's call it a maximum of 5 for the rest of the year. So roughly 1 a month. Simply because we've got a lot on, and some of you are really like smashing the crap out of it. So I'm trying to keep up with you as well. So that's, and I don't want to let any of it slip. So that's what we're doing there. Good. And I'm helping those who are already being mentored to go to that next stage. So we don't not really interested in, and as you know, we're not. I'm not into just taking on numbers, and having a monthly meeting where you sit around and talk shit all day, or so-called mastermind meeting. Mastermind meeting, it's a fucking load of shit. I've been to them. It's just a load of bollocks just to justify the money you put in. You don't get any of this. It's a load of bullshit. Anyway, that's my take on that. Danny, those photos will make the difference. They will make the big difference. Guys, if you've got photos that are not up to scratch, you're going to fail in getting bookings. Now, I just want to show something here. You cannot take photos with your iPhone. They must be taken professionally. You get the good angles, the wide angles, and you get the right colors and that type of thing too. The right brightness, should I say, not colors. Now, and make sure your photos are taken during the daytime, not at night. And then you get that brightness. Yeah, you just need that wider angle. And Danny, for your outside shot, basically take the photo of the door, not the shops next door. Otherwise, yeah, I mean they look pretty good, but they're not good enough. Yeah, they're just not quite there. Sorry guys, if I'm going quiet, I'm just looking at photos. Yeah, see Danny, you're taking them at night, taking them during the day. People want to see that it's nice and airy and light. Yeah, you definitely just need some wide angles on there, buddy. Otherwise, the colours, it looks great. Yeah, it looks good. So the name as well, Danny, the name. So you've got Crown Street Indigo Service Department. What you should have is, modern, fully renovated or something like that. Something's going to make people want to stay there. Brand new interior apartment, something like that. What's it close to? Don't call it by the name of what it's called. So you're near the magistrate's court as well, which is good. Let's have a look here. So yeah, just think about the name as well. It just needs something a bit more inviting on there. If you look at that one there, what's that one called? Cross Street. Central, 5-minute walk into town or something like that. And at the bottom, it's got stay in the heart of Cambridge. It says you're 100 yards from the museum. Put these things in. Just make it inviting. Why would people want to stay there? You are central, super central. So just change the name on that. And guys, I'll tell you, right, okay. Right. For those using SABs, good old Nigel, I'm going to show you something here. Let me share my screen. And get them to change this. If they don't change it, get them to speak to me, because it will be hindering your bookings for both you and them. Right here, hosted by SABs Online Limited, right? Fine, whatever it is. Modern, newly decorated, one bed, blah, 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 with complimentary Wi-Fi, blah, blah, sleeps forward, a king-size bed in the bedroom, a sofa bed in the living room. I would put large sofa bed. SABs is an acronym. Right, so see the SABs is an acronym, blah, 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 blah. That middle paragraph does not sell your property. That is advertising for SABs. Get rid of it. Put something in there that is basically going to sell your apartment. This is for anyone using Nigel. Get it taken out. Good. Hey, good. Yeah, I've got tons of stock photos, Jeff. I'll send them to you. I'll WhatsApp them to you. Jilly, don't worry, I know you're there. I'm going to be there soon. I'll let you know over the next week and a half. Danny, does that help, mate? Yeah. Good. Okay, let me just do that now while I'm here. Send these photos through. Okay. Okay, so we will send those. Yeah, Jeff, we're coming through right now, mate. 24 of them. Take your pick. Good. Okay, come on. Mark, how's it going with Nino? Any update? Good, bad, different, indifferent, ugly? Good. He's on holiday. Who, Nino or you? Or who is? Okay, but hope to exchange in 4 to 6 weeks. Good, okay. Well done, Mark. That's good, mate. You're going to have a property of your own soon. Okay, Nino's on holiday. When's he back? You sent me an email yesterday, but it's to do with a pub, so it's important, super important, because we're a couple of things we're doing. Good. Okay, Mark. If you need any help, let me know. So you're going to exchange on July 8th. Wow. Oh, he's back on the 8th. Okay. Good. He deserves a holiday. Don't push him. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done. Thank you very much. Awesome work, you guys out there getting deals. That's what we like to hear. No, you're welcome, Mark. Good. Danny, I'll send you the link afterwards. I'll put it on here a few times, but I'll send you the link. Good. You're welcome, Jack. Let's just have a quick look here. Damn. Okay. Projects. There we go. Let me do this for you. You should be able to get a link there, Danny. I'm just going to put it on for you now. He's quite good. His name is Jonathan. Jonathan S. He comes up as. Let's see if it actually. Jonathan Smith. Yeah, that's him. Freelance senior copywriter. We've done 228 reviews, 5 stars. So he's very good. I use him. He's great. Just get him to write your Airbnb. Get him to do it as Airbnb, and then just copy and paste to all the others. Otherwise, he'll charge you for each one. He knows he doesn't do that anyway, so he's quite good. It's about 30, 35, 40 quid or something he does it for. Good. All right. Thanks, guys. Great webinar. Great work going on. You too. Yes, Chili. Yes, they do. They're almost there. All right. Thanks again. Chat to you guys later today.